The big headline is as of March 24th, Aaron Rodgers is officially a New York Jet. Now, before I get into this, I do want to admit something to the 5 people that are going to listen to this. I will admit that I do not like Aaron Rodgers. I find him to be absolutely insufferable, but I will put that aside and I will do everything I can to be as objective as I can for you. So, now that Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet, I'm putting the parameters of the trade up on the screen. I'm sorry for my audio only listeners. You can look it up on your own when you get to wherever you're at. There's going to be a lot of people that look at this Jets Packers trade and will say that either the Jets got fleeced or the Packers got fleeced or this team absolutely won the trade. And I don't really care about that right now. It is really fun to have a big knee-jerk reaction. But at this moment, we don't know who won this trade. If the Jets win the Super Bowl, they absolutely did not get fleeced. And if they just don't do well at all, they absolutely did get fleeced. We do not know who won this trade at this moment. And I'm really not that interested in talking about who won the trade. It's fun to talk about, but it's silly. We don't know as of this moment. What I would like to talk about is the expectations for the New York Jets now that they have Aaron Rodgers. There are a lot of people out there who are going to look at this New York Jets team and what they achieved last season without great quarterback play and are going to say that this team is going to win the Super Bowl. And my response to that is simply, why? Why do you feel that just because Aaron Rodgers is currently a New York Jet, that they are suddenly going to win the Super Bowl? I'm going to tell you right now, that isn't happening. The level of expectation for the New York Jets absolutely should change now that Aaron Rodgers is there. But Aaron Rodgers does not make them a Super Bowl lock, and he barely makes the New York Jets a Super Bowl contender. The last time Aaron Rodgers hoisted the Lombardi Trophy was exactly the last time he was in the Super Bowl as well, and that was in 2010. That's 13 years ago. Since then, Aaron Rodgers is barely over 500 in the postseason at 12-10. And he has time and time again come up short in big moments since winning that Super Bowl. I know everyone doesn't want to hear it, but it's the reality. So let's talk about it and let's break it down season by season. Last season, final week, final game of the season against the Lions, who found out that day they were knocked out of playoff contention. So they weren't playing for anything but to ruin the Packers' night. The Packers have a win and you are in. You win, you're going to the playoffs. You lose, you're not. The Packers scored 16 points at home and missed the playoffs. 2021 season, went into the playoffs with the number 1 seed in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers got absolutely shut down in the playoffs, wouldn't throw the ball to open receivers, choosing instead to throw to Aaron Jones 10 to 12 times, lost in the divisional round game once again at home to the 49ers 13-10. 2020 season, lost in the NFC Championship game to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers at home. This is an acceptable loss. I could make this loss worse than it actually is, but in my opinion, he choked in the biggest spot in this game on that 3rd or 4th down. But I don't think there's any shame in losing to a Tom Brady-led team in the playoffs, so I won't crucify him for this. However, that loss did bring his overall record in championship games to 1-4, which is a little bit pathetic for a player of Aaron Rodgers' caliber. 2019 season, once again, number 1 seed, playing at home, got blown out 37-20 by the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. Then the Packers missed the playoffs in 2017, 2018, and Aaron Rodgers was dealing with some big injuries. 2016, got blown out 44-21 by the Atlanta Falcons once again in the NFC Championship game. That is the guy that you think is going to win you the Super Bowl? Let's look at the quarterbacks that Aaron Rodgers has faced in his last 5 win or go home games. In order: Jared Goff, Jimmy G, Tom Brady, Jimmy G again, and Matt Ryan. And now he's in a division with Josh Allen and a conference with Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert. What evidence is there to suggest that Aaron Rodgers will have more success now that he is in a more difficult conference? Not only am I going to double down on saying that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets absolutely will not win the Super Bowl, they probably won't even win their own division. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have spent the last decade dominating a highly dysfunctional division where they were playing at best a Jay Cutler and a Kirk Cousins twice a year. Aaron Rodgers is entering a real division in the AFC East, featuring Josh Allen twice a year, Bill Belichick, the greatest defensive coach in NFL history, twice a year, and the Miami Dolphins team that looked really good when Tua was at the helm, and they have an excellent young offensive head coach. Right now, at this moment, the New York Jets might have the 4th best coach in their division. This isn't the NFC North anymore. There's also issues of how committed Aaron Rodgers is as well. This is a question mark. This is a guy who is going to walk into a brand new team after considering retirement for the past 900 days with brand new receivers, brand new coach, and he wouldn't even attend OTAs last season when he had new receivers. For comparison's sake, when Brady in 2020 went to the Buccaneers against all CDC suggestions during COVID, got all of his teammates together at a high school football field so they could get together, practice, and run routes together. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets isn't what you think it is. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is not Tom Brady joining the Buccaneers, is not Peyton Manning joining the Broncos. The good news is that it isn't going to be Russell Wilson to the Broncos either. The Jets are going to be a good to very good team with Aaron Rodgers at the helm, but they are not winning the Super Bowl, and they probably won't win their division either.